Hi guys, my name's Danable Barca. This is my first YouTube video. I thought I'd give it a shot. So here it goes. This is my first battle. I'm gonna be uploading Total War Rome 2 online battle. I'm just gonna pause this. Yeah, I wanted to start off with a pretty cool one. I thought it was pretty cool. River crossings, always cool. Funds were ultra. I don't know what map this is, but let's go over the army comps. I brought 1, 2, 3, 5 mercenary noble fighters. These guys are awesome. They have those little feathers on their helmets. So sassy. I brought a mercenary Italian swordsman, 2 Libyan infantry, 3 mercenary Balearic slingers, 3 Cretan archers, 2 African pikemen, mercenary Scutari cav, general bodyguard, and a Campanian cav. My ally, he brought Rome. He brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 auxiliary Syrian archers. That is a lot. They're a pretty good missile unit. So he also brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 Praetorian Guard, 1 Praetorian. These guys are awesome. They just have those capes. Yeah, some jocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Evocati cohort. Excellent, cost-effective infantry. They are good as well. Rome has just such good infantry. He also has a Legatus as his commander. The opponent he's facing off against on this little crossing here, Macedon, or Macedon, I don't know, whatever you guys want, really. He brought 2 mercenary Rhodian slingers, make that 4, and 4 mercenary Cretan archers. He also brought 1, 2, 3 foot companions, a royal peltis, that's his general, and 5 thorax swords, as well as a Sarissa cav unit. And the opponent I am facing off against, he brought Carthage as well. He has 1, 2, 3 mercenary noble fighters, 4 African pikemen, a Carthaginian cav, a noble cav, 1 African war elephant. Oh, they're great. Those big old howdahs on their back. Oh, so cool. And what is it? 4 mercenary Balearic slingers and a noble cavalry. That is his general. So let's start this off. So when I first lined up here and I saw my opponent, I saw these things, fireballs, and I inside said, oh. Really, I didn't say it inside because I talk to myself a lot in this game, in my rage usually. And so I knew this player is going to be staying put because he would love to use this equipment. I would too. I didn't remember to bring equipment. Never even crossed my mind. So I knew I'd have to be on the offensive here. I figured I would anyway because I don't like being very defensive. That's why I brought way more swords than pikes. But honestly, this army, it's good. I would say it's good for a river crossing. He has a good number of pikes. He brought some high-level infantry, that's good. I don't think he has enough skirmishers for a river crossing, because skirmishers are key in these battles. They are just... you need them. Oh, jeez, these guys they look pretty cool. He looks Christmassy. Love it. He brought some cavalry, which is good. Cavalry's pretty underrated in river crossings, but I think it's pretty useful because if you can get a flank open or bring them around, like if I brought them around to this crossing, or no, thought there was another crossing up here. I thought there was 3. Apparently not. No. But if you can bring them around, it's really helpful. But right here, I am just moving up my skirmishers. I thought I'm going to try and get in range. I know that when I'm in the water here, I'm safe from his equipment. Because it'll just... I'm pretty sure it'll put it out. Not sure, but I think. I don't know if it'd still knock me over or whatever, but I've never actually seen it used like this. And he doesn't have much of an incline to use them. So they'll roll pretty slow. So I'm not super threatened. But I'm moving up my mercenary Italian swordsmen. My idea in mind was that these guys are pretty average, not great infantry. If I could bait him into using some of his equipment, that'd be a good use for him. But I'm just gonna use them to protect my skirmishers from... Here it comes, right here. Some Carthaginian cavalry. Coming in for the charge. Yeah. Here they come. So I'm bringing up my Italians. He's bringing up his Carthaginians. And he's brought up another one, which is a good move, because that means he can get around this one unit into my skirmishers. I was really way too slow to react to that. Bring up my pikemen, which... and they'll be alright. So he gets into my skirmishers here a little bit. I think he takes out... maybe 15? I don't remember. Decent number. But he will lose most of his cav here. Because I have my pikes up here. He will... and his... I am shooting them down with these Balearic slingers and Cretan archers. Now they're kind of trapped. He tries to go into the back of my Italian swordsmen, but they're doing surprisingly well, I thought. Not surprisingly. They should hold up against cavalry. Oh. This music is so loud. I have to change that. Yep, he's retreating his cavalry. He lost one of them, but now he is shredding my Italian swords with his Balearic slingers. So I tried to turn him around, put him into a thin line just to bait some ammunition out of him, because I know these guys are gonna break. But they go down. They're done. They're having none of it. I definitely wouldn't either. Look at this carnage. Look at this Carthage. Yeah. So this Carthage Civil War standoff is, I don't even know whose favorite it's swinging in. It was pretty back and forth, so I can't tell you which way it's gonna swing. Now he comes for another offensive. Second. So I'm bringing up my pikes this time. This time I'm having none of it. I'm not gonna take any cav charges, but I did bunch up all my skirmishers, which was kind of stupid. But in these river crossings, the pathfinding... well, not the pathfinding. You can't really deploy or move troops into these shallows at all. So it looks like it's a good amount of space, but you can't really... you basically have right here and right here to put your units. And I couldn't spread out my skirmishers like I wanted to. And over here, he's got these nice little wing lands things. So he can position his skirmishers over here and actually get flank shots on the enemy as they try and cross. And I believe that is the side... no. I probably would have... that's a good one. I would have put a couple over here because these guys carry their shields on the left side, so you get more effective flank shots that way. But I rush forward a Campanian cav and my Scutari cav. I wanted to try and hit this gap right here. So I saw he's basically out of cavalry, and I can try and get into these Macedonian skirmishers, which are aiding my opponent. But My ally thankfully matches them with some auxiliary Syrians, which is really nice. I was quite thankful. Now, my opponent has brought up his African war elephants, and I really have no choice but to try and bog him down with some cavalry. My companions, I overextended them. I really did. They're gonna die. So are these Scutari. Spoiler alert. They're screwed. But these elephants, I am starting to flame them. Which is not, I don't know. Elephants apparently don't like fire, because it makes them go nuts. So I'm trying to send them berserk, and they should be going berserk pretty quick, which is a huge thing for me. Because when they go berserk here, they're going to go berserk into their own men. And that is really helpful, because they'll start bringing down their own units. Right here, yes. So now, they're just dealing death to their own cavalry. I was quite thankful for that. I lost a pikeman unit. I think he concentrated fire on it. But now, he has decided to kill his elephants. He spiked him in the head. I think that's what they used. Which, I don't know. That's tough. Do you kill him, or do you try and wait for him to unflame? Elephants aren't great on river crossings, because there's so much skirmishing, and they're quite vulnerable to skirmishers. They're dangerous to bring on river crossing battles. Now, I have this damaged pikeman unit. I'm just going to try and slow down this African pikeman. He's perfectly healthy. He does accidentally send some... Ooh, front flip. Love it. He does send some cav in. Now, here's where the battle begins to get interesting. But only begins to, so I'm going to try and see what's happening over here. Which is so far nothing. Macedonian is staying out of the way of this skirmishing Syrian horde. Look fabulous in their pointy helmets. Absolutely fabulous. I have my general way too far back here. Should be using him up front for morale purposes. But I send in my noble fighters. I sent in too many. Just to take out this one noble cavalry. Nah, they're kind of blobbed. Blobs are not good. We don't want blobs. But yes, he is now sending in his pikemen, which is quite dangerous to me because I can't break through them. I can't just go. You can't hit them from the front, and there's really no space for flanking. So at this point, I was kind of like, dang it. That was the only thought that crossed my mind. I don't know. It's late. Yep. He brought his Sarissa cavalry. That's what he brought up here. This Macedonian brought some Sarissa cavalry around. I hammer and anviled with my general and a Libyan infantry. Now I'm lining up my noble fighters. I'm gonna try and split his pikes apart. I know that is my only chance to break them. Because if there is one thing that's going to work for me here, it's the immobility of his pikes. Because with this weird restriction on how much space you can use on these crossings, you do get some gaps in the pike wall, and I'm gonna try and exploit them. I don't know how successful it'll be. I can't tell you. But yes, I'm trying to whittle down his pikemen with my skirmishers, holding these noble fighters here. I don't want to engage. Apparently I did want to engage. Yes. I saw this pikeman turning around. I was like, ooh, that looks good. Then... yes. So I'm trying to hit these pikemen when they're out of pike formation. Like right here. I think he clicked an attack order on these noble fighters, which has opened their entire right flank up to my noble fighters. But he's now bringing in his own perfectly healthy noble fighters, which is scary, because they're scary good. Just excellent. Love them. Yeah, I'm trying to target his pikemen. I really need to break through this side, right here. Because this side is just getting bogged down. And when you get bogged down with swordsmen, they're more vulnerable to pikemen. Holding these two back just to threaten this pikeman and keep it from turning in to my other noble fighters. And these guys are sufficiently out of pike formation that I'm pretty good with attacking. I'll be fine. There, and they're wavering. His rolls right? No, they broke. But now he's got his mercenary noble fighters in, and they are just gonna ball it up. They are great. So good. Those Italians. They're excellent. Yep, trying to swing my bodyguard around the edges of this crossing and sandwich this one pike unit. Does hit my infantry here, so I just kind of turned around and decided to try and hold him. Trying to use my bodyguard. A bit of lag here. That's upsetting. Hitting his African pikemen from behind. I'm just holding on this flank. Lost some noble fighters here, so I just popped them into frenzy and headhunt to try and get some extra kills, but they broke. Now he's got his general moving up to hit my general. And we've basically got a bogged down slogfest here. In this nasty water in the middle of winter. Yeah. So over here, still just a skirmish fight. No real movement across the crossing. Basically what they're both doing is standing each other off right here, and then both aiding their allies. But thankfully, the Roman is supporting me more than the Macedonian is supporting his teammate. Which is big, because I don't know if I would have won this. I don't think I would have, because his noble fighters were far healthier. And he still had some pikemen. I'm gonna try, I pulled back my mercenary noble fighters to try and get these pikemen to move up. I don't know, I forgot a Valyric slinger here. I'm just gonna get badly destroyed, because they're poopy in melee. They really are. Despite how Christmassy they are. So festive. Too bad Christmas wasn't invented yet. Yes, we did break the pikeman that was right here. I was able to flank around, and I'm gonna try and come around behind these other mercenary noble fighters. But he will be charging forward with his slingers in melee. And one more mercenary noble fighter. Full, healthy noble fighter. But we did break his general here, which was big. My general's going to die, though. Another spoiler alert. I'm sorry. He's screwed. So, these pikes are doing well. They're holding their left flank. I'm holding my noble fighters at bay. I'm trying to skirmish them down. I don't know why I didn't pull these guys back. It was kind of silly. I think so they wouldn't turn around into my own. I bring these Libyan infantry behind them, try and break them. Which works. Yeah, should be working. Yeah, I sent my general bodyguard in to try and take care of these Valyric slingers. But he brings up his noble fighters, and I was not going to enter that fight. So I would get crushed. So I hit these noble fighters. These are noble biters. Sounds threatening. From behind doesn't do a whole lot. I'm breaking. I've lost too many noble fighters at that point. But I did break that pike unit. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even know. So I'm trying to bring this noble fighter around. And then I thought, I'll just skirmish this pikeman down, and I need this noble fighter. But thankfully my ally is great. He brings in these two, a Praetorian and an Evocati cohort, to help me. Very helpful. Very great. So thankful for him. And so we're going to try and flank around these noble fighters because my Libyan infantry is having none of this fight. They do not want to be here. Yeah. Sorry if my voice is loud in this video. I don't know what settings I have it on. But I'm thinking it's gonna be obscenely loud. I don't know. Yes, these Praetorians are flanking around. They're very good. They have those awesome shields that basically protect them from everything. And I've only 2 mercenary noble fighters left, and I have 2 Balearic slingers, yep, and 2 Cretans left. So basically, me and the other Carthaginian have ripped each other to shreds with the aid of our allies. So, yeah, but we are breaking through. We will take this crossing. We will take this crossing if it is the last thing we do. Which it might be. It really might be. So he's got his Balearic slingers in melee. His own Balearic slingers, who won't do super good. Oh, guy's got a great toga. I love how these guys are dressed. Oh, my guy's down there, just holding his stomach. Nauseated or something. Probably because of all the dead guys. That makes sense. So now I'm targeting this noble fighter. But he's moving forward now to try and stem this tide of enemies. Which is a good move. So these Balearic slingers are gonna get chopped through. So we are slowly wrapping around him. He is now bringing in his final skirmisher unit, these Balearic slingers. Christmas is coming to town. Great, just great. On this side, my ally is beginning to cross, and the Macedonian is falling back. Which is... I think that's a good move. I don't know. I'm not that good. No, not that good at all. Yep, my ally is charging this river. Oh, look at how many skirmishers he's killed. Just a horde of dead Greeks. So many dead Greeks. Which is good. It's always good to kill Greeks. No, I don't have anything against Greeks. I don't know any Greeks. I've never even had a falafel, actually. I think that's Greek. Who knows? Yep, we've broken through on this side. I'm coming around, as well as my ally, and I'm going to try and hit this Macedonian from behind. We're just going to try and surround him, because he is isolated now. The other Carthaginian has perished. What does this Macedonian have left? Basically all his infantry. He has 3 foot companions left, a royal peltist, and 6 thorax swords. I swear I only counted 5 before the battle. Maybe one was hiding. It's been sneaky. Yep. So I'm gonna fast forward. Oof. A little bit of lag there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh. Yeah, the fast forward in Rome 2 is weird. Like, it doesn't seem like they move much faster, at least during gameplay. Doesn't seem to do much. I don't know. But he's moving even farther back. It's just so probably these guys out there can't get around him. Yep, we are lining up to destroy this Macedonian forever. Oh, plumes.
I will not go to my death.
I love the skins in this game. They're so cool. Those plumes look like rooster. These guys are rooster things. I know there's a name for those.
A nice
Someone tell me what the name for those things roosters have in them.
Ever stop
That's...
thinking about your stomach?
Do you ever stop thinking about your stomach, this guy said. Oh, look.
Seniors, leave your
Such
section.
sassy plumes. It's just so much sass. Sassy Greeks. Love it. These Romans are moving up. Their fancy scale armor. Their legion standards. And whatnot. Whatnot. Whiskey. Whiskey. Yeah. I'm really liking this YouTube thing so far because it gives me an excuse to basically talk to myself. Which I don't usually get to do without being called crazy. Yeah, I don't know what formation this foot companion is in. Maybe the... Oh, there we go. That's more normal. Yep, he's forming a long line of sassy, intimidating Greeks. They're baller plumes. And now they're getting skirmished down by this horde of Syrians. Once more. Oh, yeah. Looks like... They did... The Macedonian did take out a good number of Syrian archers, but he paid the price for it. But it was probably worth it for him, though, because Syrian archers are pretty spendy. So he probably spent less on his Cretans, and he had less of them, and he did almost as much damage. So these guys ran out of ammo. I'm just gonna try and hit this thorax sword. I'm gonna try and come around with my Cretan archers, put them to some kind of use. But basically, at this point, they are fodder. I'll use them like it. A lot of my units turn into fodder. Yep, he's fallen back. And this is actually the one good use I can get out of these Cretans. Because they will start... Well, they will chase these guys and feel good about themselves. That's their use now. They've gotten some kills. 128 on this Cretan, 124 on this other one. 129, 126. So they're actually getting kills on these thorax swords because they're chasing them. This Balearic Slinger is 111, 107 for this Balearic Slinger. These Syrians are doing good too. Really good. Skirmishers are so key in river crossings. And I love river crossings. Yeah. So my opponent never did get to use his fireballs. It's actually too bad, because they look cool when they kill things. Really cool, yeah. But he is forming up into a very defensive formation. This Greek is. If I was him, I would... Oh yeah, he is doing it. He's pulling in his pikes tighter so they can have thicker lines. Otherwise, they won't... Oh my... Just got a bunch of javelins in the face. Look at that guy. Ooh, right through the front of his head. These guys were brutal. I never would have fought. Never would have fought back in the day. No, not happening. I would just...
Warriors, move out!
Charge!
No.
Kill!
Yep, he's bringing in his Royal Peltas. The engagement has begun. I'm sending in the last of vestiges of my infantry to try and hit this Peltast and thorax swords from behind. Help my teammate as much as possible. I was feeling helpful. I don't know. These Royal Peltasts are excellent infantry. They're basically, they have the holding power of Hoplites combined with the killing power of great swordsmen. Yeah, I kind of got to wrap around him. not really, and they still held up. Combat even, and they're basically outflanked. Pretty good. Winning slightly, but they're out right here. Pop Headhunt Frenzy on both of these guys, just to try and strike the fear of Baal Hamon into these guys. Or whatever, maybe some Italian god. I don't know. Some pagan Italian god. Yeah. So, we've got that Royal Pelta surrounded. These Thorax Swords are no match for the Praetorian Guards. Praetorian Guards are basically the best infantry in the game. Next, well, they are not. They're second to Thracian nobles, who have those Ramphia swords. Kind of like Valx's, I think. But that is the battle. It was a Pyrrhic victory. So, basically, the computers told us that it really wasn't worth it, and we shouldn't have done it. I got 1,375 kills. My great ally, so helpful, got 1,332 kills. But he would have gotten more if the enemy hadn't broken. This Macedonian got 722 kills, and Darin 277 got 1265. So good game to our opponents. Thanks for watching my first video. Yeah, feel free to critique me. I'm fine with it. Negative comments, I love them. Yeah, so thank you. That's it. See you later. Dan Bulbarka signing off, I guess.